Hello and welcome to The Lucky Roll, an eclectic channel for eclectic games. And today we're looking at a company called Northumbrian Tin Soldier, and more specifically a preview of their exciting new range of white metal cat miniatures known as The Curious Case of the Cats of Crumptown. A beautiful set of cat miniatures designed specifically to represent all the iconic classes in the 5th edition of D&D for all your cat role-playing needs. Northumbrian Tin Soldier are a metal miniatures company based in the UK who produce beautiful 28mm dark fantasy figures using traditional casting methods that cover a wide range of dark fantasy archetypes, from goblins to anthropomorphic animals such as classic Wind in the Willow characters or to a Murder of Crows, both of which we've reviewed, check out the link below, to a Clowder of Cats, and to classic races such as dwarves and hunters, and are perfect for both role-playing and custom fantasy skirmish games. So without further ado, let's have a beautiful look at this set of fantastic miniatures that they have very generously sent to us, along with some of the other goodies accompanying it that will be available for the full Kickstarter campaign. So, opening the preview pack, we are greeted, of course, with the miniatures. There are 4 of the 13 that will be in the full set here. We have a whole set of magical items, things like a ball of yarn and a scratching post, so I'm looking forward to opening those. 2, of course, a pouch with some beautiful dice in them, and what looks to be a set of cards. Magical item cards, I believe, because this one mentions the scratching post. And of course the box itself has a nice spongy base to it, so that if you're not using your miniatures, they have a very safe place to stay, which is one of the nice things about Northumbrian Tin Soldiers, in that their miniatures are boxed to keep. So let's have a closer look at the goodies we've got. The Cats of Crumptown are, or should I say were, domestic cats that through prolonged contact with the arcane magics of the Darkwood have become fully sentient and have achieved human levels of intellect and abilities, and have now gathered at the home of old Nan, the matronly cat to this kindle of kittens, all of whom are plagued with horrible dreams of looming and impending darkness that will cover the land. Among this glaring of adventurous cats, there is Narini, a former ship's cat, and a beautiful creature with 2 different coloured eyes, who has a love for anything shiny and pretty, and very well suited to the thief class. There is Vivian, a sneaky and stealthy rogue, an alley cat whose fur is black as pitch and perfect for sinking into the shadows. By necessity, she has become strong and independent, and is very slow to trust her fellow felines. There is Wilbur, the mage, who loves the idea of having a dark and mysterious origin from the deepest, darkest reaches of the wood, but cannot hide his true origin of being a very well kept and much loved house cat, whose heart soars for adventure. And finally, we have the as yet unnamed Bard, whose caterwauling, I'm certain, both inspires and terrifies in equal measure. Among the stretch goals that will be unlocked with this Kickstarter campaign, there are several magical items and cards that can be unlocked. There is, of course, the Box of Invisibility, which is, of course, a cardboard box with a cat inside it, sneaking along stealthily. There is the Swordfish, known as Albert, which is a short sword that gives +1 to all attacks, and is also a sentient sword that has no love for the cats and is very acerbic and grumpy attitude towards them. There is the Dripping Tap, which is a healing item. There is the Wand of Feathers that can be used to dazzle and distract. There is the Potted Plant, which of course is catnip, which naturally causes a levitation for 3 rounds. There is the Bell of Summoning, which allows you to summon other creatures. There is the Scratching Post, which, if used prior to attack, gives a +3 to all your attack rolls. And the Alluring Spear, which is an item that allows you to charm up to 3 other individuals. All of these items, on the flip side of course, have their rules and how they apply specifically to the 5th edition of D&D. And of course, much like the Wind in the Willow set, this comes with a full range of D&D dice and a nice little dice bag pouch to keep them in. As a owner slash father slash slave to 3 cats myself, I have to say I found this set particularly endearing. The magical items on their own were very imaginative. The ball of yarn being used to seduce humanoids is of course very clever. The scratching post that gives a +3 to its attack as a buff is very imaginative. The bell of summoning to summon monsters, the catnip giving powers of levitation, all very cute, fun and imaginative ideas. I think that will bring a smile to any cat fan. The miniatures themselves, of course, are of Northumbrian's usual high impeccable standards. From the 4 I've seen here, there are a different range of breed of cats, but also what's good about it is that if any of these cats bear resemblance to your own, you don't have to follow Northumbrian's paint scheme. I mean, for example, if the cat Wilbur bears a passing resemblance to one of your own domestic cats, there's absolutely nothing wrong with you using that colour scheme or that cat's name for your character in any D&D session. It's a campaign I fully intend to back myself, obviously, because it appeals to me close at heart, but there's also, from what I understand, an exclusive miniature that'll be included in the campaign. So, this is Sean from The Lucky Roll. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. And until next time, good luck, God bless, and have a perfect day. Hello and welcome to The Lucky Roll, an eclectic channel for eclectic games. And today we're looking at a company called Northumbrian Tin Soldier, and more specifically, a preview of their exciting new range of white metal cat miniatures, known as the Curious Case of the Cats of Crumptown. A beautiful set of cat miniatures designed specifically to represent all the iconic classes from the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons. As you can see, Rosie really likes it. Northumbrian Tin Soldier are a metal miniatures company based in the UK who produce beautiful 28mm dark fantasy figures using traditional casting methods that cover a wide range of dark fantasy archetypes, from goblins to anthropomorphic animals, such as the classic Wind in the Willows characters, to a murder of crows, both of which we've reviewed, and to a classic races such as dwarves and hunters that are perfect for both role-playing and custom fantasy skirmish games. So without further ado, let's have a closer look at this beautiful set of preview miniatures that they have very generously sent us, along with some of the other goodies that they've put in the box for us.
That's it. The cat is off the picture. Oh man, that was just great. We tried it.